The coronavirus pandemic has taken the hop out of the flying kangaroo. Qantas has posted a statutory loss of $2.7 billion, half of that due to write-downs of assets, including its A380 fleet, currently mothballed in a California desert. The virus has forced the airline to look inward, with domestic flights filled at just 20% of pre-pandemic capacity. And amid border restrictions, 3 intrastate flights are now performing better than before COVID, including Brisbane to Cairns, Perth to Broome and Sydney to Ballina.
The flying kangaroo was set for another billion-dollar profit, but today's result, Qantas says, reflects a year ruined by a near total collapse in travel demand.
COVID-19 has punched a $4 billion hole in our revenue.
The downturn in travel led to the premature retirement of the 747, while Qantas's entire A380 fleet is sitting in storage and could stay there for the next 3 years. As a result, it's written down the value of those assets by $1.4 billion. Restructuring costs, including redundancies, amounted to a further $642 million. 6,000 job losses were announced in June. 4,000 people will leave by the end of September, while another 20,000 staff have been stood down. But taking away those big one-off costs associated with COVID-19, underlying profit was $124 million for the year. And while a union survey showed 70% of aviation workers have been stood down from their jobs and almost 40% say they're receiving no income, Qantas has not joined a call for aviation-specific financial support.
We're very unclear as to why Qantas will not sign on with the union and with other aviation companies calling on the federal government to introduce Aviation Keeper.
Qantas is warning things will get worse before they get better. It doesn't expect to fly internationally until mid-next year and at the moment is operating at about a fifth of its pre-pandemic domestic capacity. CEO Alan Joyce was today leading the choir in a call for border clarity.
We still don't understand why states with 0 cases for a long time have borders closed to states with 0 cases.
2 of the premiers in question are refusing to budge.
We've had no community spread now for 131 days. 131 days. And the borders have been a large part of achieving that outcome.
I'm not going to bend to anyone.
Canberra Airport's managing director says that by October 1, there must be plans in place to restart domestic aviation at 25% capacity.
If we don't have that, then really you have to realise that there will be 0 flying going on between the 1st of October and the middle of next year.
And it's not just airports at home that are suffering. Auckland International Airport, New Zealand's biggest and Australasia's 3rd busiest, announced a 63% decline in its profit to about $177 million. Matt Cannellan, SBS World News.